far as headlines went in 2013, this is a big one. You may be even bigger in 2014. School transfers and what it means to our region, what it means specifically to some families in North St. Louis County, West St. Louis County, South St. Louis County, potentially the city someday. This is Dale Singer back on the show from now St. Louis Public Radio, still the St. Louis Beacon. Where do we stand now with transfers?
Well, we stand pretty much where we did before. With the beginning of the legislative session, a lot of people have ideas about how the law might change, but education laws in Jefferson City don't change a lot because people like to do a lot of different things to them, and sometimes with everything that's added to them, there's always something that people don't like and they'll vote against it.
But this isn't a hypothetical, this isn't just a philosophical debate. There's a sense of urgency from Normandy and Riverview Gardens, is there not?
Oh, sure, and ever since those transfers started in the fall, everybody's kind of sat up and taken notice about a law that was around for 20 years. There have been a lot of different legislators, there have been a lot of different education groups that have made suggestions about what might happen. There are a few things that people agree about. Most people say receiving districts ought to have some sort of say in how many students they can accept. To help the sending districts, people say there should be a limit on how much tuition the receiving districts can charge. Almost everybody who's put forth an opinion have said, well, let's not just accredit districts, let's accredit individual schools. That way, if a district has 20 schools and 10 are accredited and 10 are not, we wouldn't have to send kids so far away to have them go to a good school. They could just transfer to an accredited school in their own district. Those are three areas that a lot of people are agreeing on. Beyond that, there are a lot of different approaches that people have suggested that may or may not find a majority in Jefferson City.
And I say urgent because Normandy has said it will go bankrupt.
Right. The superintendent in Normandy was in Jefferson City actually again this week to make his case that they don't get enough money. They may not make it much past spring break. The State Board of Education has suggested that the state make a one-time appropriation of $6.8 million to help them make it to the end of the school year, but that's not met with an awful lot of enthusiasm from a lot of lawmakers, so it's very unclear whether that's even going to happen.
Not to sound pessimistic, but if that happens, if they can't keep their doors open, what is that ripple effect?
Well, the ripple effect they've already felt it. This is what happened with Wellston a few years ago. When Wellston shut down, all the students from Wellston went to Normandy, which at that time was only provisionally accredited, and some people, even people in Normandy, have said that kind of pushed them over the line into unaccredited territory. So if the Normandy district goes under, and that includes Normandy and the former Wellston students, I presume that means those students would be dispersed to surrounding North County districts. What effect that's going to have on their academic accreditation, it's hard to tell.
We're out of time, but one last yes or no question. Is this an urgent issue in Jefferson City?
It is because it's not only St. Louis County and right around here, Kansas City is also unaccredited, so I think there's going to be some attention there. And with more rigorous school standards, a lot of rural districts face the same possible fate.
Thanks.